Bonjour. Bonjour, je m'appelle Shakila. J'ai 6 ans.
Shakila, just a minute. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like I was muted. Was I muted, Shakila?
Yes.
And you're not telling me anything? All right. Okay, sorry about this. So, bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know that I was muted. Okay, so welcome to French Action. French Action, the channel where you learn French and the channel where you improve your French. And today we're going to look at the oral situations. Oral situations were not with us. Well, it's been quite a few years now since COVID. And this year they have decided to bring them back. So that's the reason why we're here today with the oral situation. And Shakila, you're here for that. Yeah, so we have to do some work on this because we don't have much. We haven't done situations for a few years. So we have to ensure that we can practice a little bit more today. Are you okay? Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Ok, donc est-ce que tu pourrais te présenter, s'il te plaît?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Shakila. J'ai 6 ans. I attend Jonathan Grant High School in Jamaica.
En Jamaïque?
Yes.
D'accord. Okay. So I hope you had the opportunity to practice a little bit. Yes? Some old situations? No. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I say hello to everyone in the comment. Now I'm seeing all the comments and there's no sound. I hope you can hear me now. All right. Oh, yes. Kayla is saying hearing now. I'm so sorry about this. So sorry. Okay. All right. So what I would like to say to the audience is that if you are preparing for the CSEC as well, you can put your version, your answer in the comment and I will look at it. Okay. I will look at what you're doing. And if there's mistakes, I will correct them as well. Okay. But the first person who is going to give the answers is Shakila. Okay. Shakila, you're the one who is going to do the hard work. Okay. And if you don't know, then you just say, je suis désolé, je ne sais pas, or something like that. Okay. It's not a big deal. And of course, we will look at what the others will have done. As for me, as usual, I always have a little presentation and I have some answers. I have to tell you, we don't expect one type of answer. It's just answers, anything which will work. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to start now. Okay, Shakila?
D'accord.
I remind everyone that Shakila doesn't know what is coming onto the screen. That's why she's a little bit nervous. She doesn't have a clue what is coming up. Okay. So what you need to remember is that the situations are worth 25 marks. So you have 5 situations out of 5 marks. Okay. And the marks, you find them like this. So 2 points for appropriateness and fluency, and 3 points for correctness of grammar and vocabulary. Okay? In the appropriateness and fluency, I'm just looking at the top. Okay? So that's where you would get your 2 points. If the response is fully appropriate, evenly presented, with no undue hesitation. So if you go, obviously we'll have to take 1 point from you, okay? Now, if you want to have 3 points, So remember, it's out of 5. 2 and 3 gives you 5. So correctness of grammar and vocabulary. It says wide range of vocabulary and excellent control of grammatical structures. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to come up with very complicated structures, but make sure that whatever you're going to say is correct grammatically. Okay? And also you're using the right vocabulary. So when you have that, you're okay. All right? So I'm not going to tell you how much you would get every time, you know. I'm just explaining this for everybody. Okay? Now, this is the thumbnail of one video which is already on French Action. It's been there for a while. It's a video. It's not a live. It's a video. Okay, so you can have a look at that and see how I went, you know, how I came up with the answers. Okay, Shakila, over to you. You ask your parents, okay, you ask your parents permission to go to a party and they agreed on one condition. 1A, what did you say? And 1B, what did they say? All right, so I give you a few seconds to think about it. Remember that on the day, you will have been given your 5 situations, okay? So you would have had time to prepare for all this. On French Action, you don't have time. All right? Okay, so you ask your parents permission to go to a party and they agreed on one condition. What did you say? All right, so over to you, Shakila. So the way I put it here, what did you say? You just ask if you can go to the party. Oh, somebody has responded. Nathan Webb, bonjour. Est-ce que je peux aller à une fête? Oui. Je peux aller à la fête avec... Okay, Koela is not ma amie. What should it be, Kaela?
Je désolé.
So, Shakila, what are you saying?
Je désolé. I'm not sure what I would say. Yeah.
Well, remember, you're asking permission to go to a party. So what would you say to your parents? I know you would speak in English, wouldn't you? But
yes.
At CXE, that's what they give us. So we have to go through that.
Play.
So how would you say, can I go to the party, please?
Not sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put one on the screen. Okay, Kaela, je peux aller à la fête avec... Okay, she means mon ami. Okay. Or Nathan Webb, est-ce que je peux aller à une fête? Okay, remember, est-ce que je peux? If you have a pen and paper, you need to write this down. Est-ce que je peux aller à une fête? Can I go to a party? Fête, party, fine. Okay. So, pourrais-je sortir avec mes amis? Tommy, I'm talking about Tommy. Pourrais-je sortir avec mes amis le samedi? Okay, Tommy, I wouldn't say le samedi, I would say samedi. Because le samedi means every Saturday. Okay? Alors, Keva, bonjour Keva. Bonjour ma mère et mon père. I don't like that part. Okay. J'aime aller à la fête, oui. Not quite. J'aime aller. I like going to parties. You're not, by saying that, you're not asking for any permissions. Okay. Puis-je aller à une fête avec mon amie Brianna? Très bien. Well seen. Okay. So we are going to stick with est-ce que je peux aller à une fête? Okay. And we could add samedi. Okay. So this is what I put. Est-ce que je pourrais aller à la fête de Jean? Okay. Or the whichever friend. Okay. And then we have the other question. You remember what it was? What is the condition? What is the condition, Shakila?
Oh.
Alors, Nathan said, seulement si tu fais les vaisselles avant tu sors. It's not quite right, Nathan. Okay. Put the answer or correction, shall I say, in the chat while Shakila is looking for an answer. Alors, Kayla said, oui, pas de problème. Alors, that is a problem because we don't know what the condition is, okay? So you need to have a condition. So for that, you wouldn't have got the marks, okay? Tommy, oui, mais je dois garder ton frère cadet. I don't understand what you mean. Mais je dois. You mean you have to, not I have to. Okay. All right. So no, nothing, Shakila?
Oh, I do have something.
Okay, say it.
Vous pouvez assister à la fête, mais soyez à la maison à midi.
Okay. Why did you say vous? Your parents would use vous to you?
Well, yes, they may.
Why? Why would they may?
Oh, no, it wouldn't, since vous would be plural.
Yeah, vous would be plural here. Yes, because you're using tu. Okay, so your parents would say tu. Okay, they would say, oh, sorry, I forgot what you said again.
Oh,
Tu.
vous, yeah, tu pouvez assister à la fête, mais soyez à la maison à midi.
Okay, celebrate parties are in the morning?
It all depends.
Okay, so I have a little problem with the vous. You need to say tu. Tu peux. Assister, you know, we're talking about talking to parents. Tu peux aller. Aller is fine. You don't need assister. It's good to know. It's a good word. Assister à une fête. That is not too much a problem. But the tu is the problem here. Okay. All right. So this is my one possibility. Oui, mais tu dois faire tes devoirs avant. Okay. Yes, but you have to do your homework first, or before, not first, but before. And for those who can manage the subjunctive, if they want to, they could say oui, mais il faut que tu fasses tes devoirs avant. Il faut que, you must. Okay? So the first one, mais, so they give you the permission, mais, but, you see that, Shakila? But, tu dois faire tes devoirs avant. But you have to do your homework before. Okay? Ça va? Any questions, Shakila?
Ça va?
Okay.
Non.
Bien. So we go for the second one. Okay. Your school receives a group of students from Guadeloupe. You've been selected to look after them. Shakila, you've been selected to look after them. So what do you say to them when you first meet them? And what do they reply? Okay. All right.
Bonjour.
So you would say bonjour, yeah? That's it?
I would actually say, no, I would say bonjour, je m'appelle Shakila. They would say bonjour, je m'appelle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you would be introducing yourself. Okay. And what do they reply? All right. So before that, let me give you the answer to the first one. This is what I put. Bienvenue en Guadeloupe. Welcome. Wouldn't you say welcome? No? No?
No.
Okay. I would say bienvenue en Guadeloupe. Je m'appelle Jenny. Je suis votre guide. For example, just like you said, je m'appelle. Okay. Et je suis votre guide. Okay. So bienvenue. Remember, bienvenue means welcome. Welcome to Guadeloupe. Okay. Bien. Oh, actually, I think I got it wrong. They're coming. You receive a group of students from Guadeloupe.
Guadeloupe.
So I would say, no, I would say bienvenue en Jamaïque or bienvenue Trinidad or wherever, whichever place. Yeah. Or bienvenue à la Barbade. Okay. Not Guadeloupe. Okay. All right. And what about the second one?
Oh, I'll say they reply bonjour and then they state their name.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I just put this. Enchanté, merci beaucoup. Enchanté, just for you to remember that enchanté means pleased to meet you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I put enchanté in the masculine form. It's for everybody, like masculine. But remember, when you write it, if you're a female, it has to have an extra E. Okay? I like Taj's response to that. He said, Bonjour et merci, nous sommes très enthousiastes. Why not? Okay. You could also say Bonjour et merci. Nous sommes très contents d'être en Jamaïque ou quelque chose comme ça. OK? Ça va? Bien.
Ça va.
So, we're continuing. Number 3. By the way, there are 10 situations. So we are on number 3. You call the receptionist of your hotel because the elevator is not working. 3A, what do you say to the receptionist? And 3B, what does she respond? Assuming that it's a female, of course. So while you're thinking about that, Keva, I'm going to say you can't say j'aime Jamaïque. Remember that countries have an article, so you would have to say j'aime la Jamaïque. Okay? So you have to remember your la. So whenever you want to say Jamaica, it's not Jamaïque, it's la Jamaïque. D'accord? All right, so you call the receptionist of your hotel because the elevator is not working. So, what do you say to the receptionist?
I would say salut, la sculetta ne fonctionne pas. La sculetta.
Okay. And what does she respond?
Salut. Okay. I'll think about it.
Okay, so the first thing I will say to you, first of all, it says you call the receptionist. What is the first word you use when you call somebody in French?
Bonjour.
Mm-mm. When I say you call, it's on the phone, you know. So what do you say? So that is the first thing. Shakila, you cannot say salut to somebody you don't know. Salut means hi. It's really informal. And if you're talking to the receptionist, you cannot say that. Okay? And I thank you is l'ascenseur for the elevator or the lift, is l'ascenseur. And I think ne fonctionne pas is good. It's just the pronunciation was a bit off. Okay? L'ascenseur ne fonctionne pas. Okay? So I'm going to show you what I put. Allô? Remember the phone? Allô?
Oh.
Yes. Allô? Bonjour, madame. If you hear the voice of a woman, otherwise it would be bonjour, monsieur, if it's a male's voice. And you would say, l'ascenseur ne marche pas. Or, as you rightly said, l'ascenseur ne fonctionne pas. Both are acceptable. Okay. Nathan, yes, he said, bonjour madame, j'ai un problème très grave, l'ascenseur ne fonctionne pas. Like that. Okay, bonjour madame, j'ai un problème très grave, l'ascenseur ne fonctionne pas. Okay. Don't forget, Nathan, your little hello, because you're on the phone. Okay. As Zoe Davis put, hello, which is correct. Okay. Yeah. And what did the receptionist say?
Je vais envoyer quelqu'un maintenant pour les repères.
Répète, s'il te plaît, je vais envoyer quelqu'un. And then?
Oui.
Je vais envoyer quelqu'un, I like that. I think I heard je vais. It's not je vais, it's je vais. Okay? Je vais envoyer quelqu'un. And then what did you say after that?
Oui. Merci.
Merci. Oh, okay. I thought it was something else. Okay, je vais envoyer quelqu'un. Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Je vais envoyer quelqu'un. I like that.
Oh, maintenant pour les repères. Maintenant pour les repères.
No, don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. That's fine. Je vais envoyer quelqu'un. Merci. You already get your points there. You don't need to add too much because the more we add, the more mistakes we make. Okay? So, all right? Okay. So, this is what I put. Je suis désolée. She has to apologize, okay, because you are a customer. Je suis désolée. Je vais appeler le technicien. Or, je vais envoyer quelqu'un. I like that. Je vais envoyer quelqu'un. I like that. Okay. But je suis désolée would have been nice as well to add, to apologize. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, numéro 4. You want to go to a specific place in Pointe-à-Pitre. Do you know where Pointe-à-Pitre is?
No.
It's in Guadeloupe. Okay, so here you're in Guadeloupe. So you want to go to Guadeloupe, so you decide which place, okay? What do you ask a passerby? What does he or she respond? So you decide on the place, okay? It's entirely up to you, very open there. So what would you say?
Bonjour. Où est Pointe-à-Pitre? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but anyway, in Guadeloupe. So.
You need to come up with a place, I'm afraid.
Does it have to be an actual place?
Yes, because here what they are testing is directions.
Oh.
Alors, Kayla has already said something which I like. Bonjour madame, où est le parc ici? Okay. That is a possibility. Okay. You see, she's talking about a park.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought there was
a specific place. It could be a park, could be
où est les...
Okay. Amaya put bonjour, pouvez-vous me dire comment aller à la plage dans Pointe-à-Pitre? Okay, I'm going to put that, but just for you to know. Oh, sorry, I didn't put the... Bonjour, pouvez-vous me dire comment aller à la plage? There isn't quite a plage in Pointe-à-Pitre. The sea is there, it's true, but people don't, it's not really, the beach is where the port is. So you wouldn't say comment aller à la plage if we were to check the cultural aspect of it. But in terms of the grammar, everything is fine, okay? Pouvez-vous me dire comment aller à la plage dans Pointe-à-Pitre? OK. Nathan put, désolé de vous déranger, mais où se trouve le supermarché? I like that. Désolé de vous déranger, mais où se trouve le supermarché? That's good answer. OK. Keva put bonjour, excuse. Alors, Keva is not excuse-moi, it's excusez-moi. You don't know the person, so you need to have the EZ. Excusez-moi, monsieur, madame, OK? Où est la plage à Pointe-à-Pitre? It's not en Pointe-à-Pitre, OK? You need to understand that Pointe-à-Pitre is the town. It's like we're saying Kingston or Georgetown, and okay. So I think I'm going to give you now my answers, but I like this one. Désolé de vous déranger, mais où se trouve le supermarché? I really like this one. So this is what I put. Excusez-moi, madame, or excusez-moi, monsieur, pour aller au musée Shelcher, s'il vous plaît. I mean, this museum does exist, so that's why I put musée Shelcher. Okay. Or, excusez-moi, madame, or excusez-moi, monsieur, où se trouve le musée Shelcher? Anything like that is fine. Okay.
D'accord.
But if you have something in Pointe-à-Pitre, there's no beach there. Okay.
D'accord.
All right. So the second thing is, what did the person respond to this? So what did you say? Did you say anything?
Bonjour. Oui. Bonjour, le cinéma est à côté de la bibliothèque.
Alors, you see, you found a specific place. The cinema, I didn't even think of the cinema, but in Pointe-à-Pitre, there is a cinema. So, say it again. Can you repeat what you said, please?
Oh, for the second question or this
Yeah, yeah.
first question?
Le cinéma.
Oh, bonjour, vous le cinéma. And second question would be bonjour, le cinéma est à, à côté de la bibliothèque.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is good. Le cinéma est à côté de la bibliothèque. That is assuming that we know where the library is, though.
True.
Okay. Because this is really to test to test the directions. Okay. There is a video on directions on French action. Okay, so if you're not sure. So this is what I put. Continuez tout droit et tournez à gauche. Le musée est sur la droite. Possibility. So here, because I know that that's what they're assessing, directions. So you go straight on, continuez tout droit. Et tournez à gauche, turn left. Le musée est sur la droite. The museum is on the right. Okay, so the reason why I put la droite à gauche is just to show the examiner that I have vocabulary, because remember what it says, wide range of vocabulary, so you don't want to be repeating the same words. Okay. Alors Kayla, you said le parc est tout droit et sur, you can't say le droit, it's la droite à côté. Not de la supermarché. Supermarché is masculine. So à côté du supermarché. So I'm going to correct that and put it in the chat, okay, to help you with this. Okay, have you got any questions, Kakila?
No.
No, okay. All right, so number 5, you see a pregnant woman trying to carry a heavy bag. What do you say to her and what do you respond when she thanks you? So I'll give you some time so that I can type this for Koila. Okay, so Kayla, I put le parc, sorry, le parc with an A. I missed the A. Le parc est tout droit, okay. It's not that le parc est tout droit. You continue straight on, but okay, le parc est tout droit sur la droite à côté du supermarché. When you've said that, you've answered the question. When you said c'est très grand, that is not really relevant. That is, it's big. Okay, so don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. Just pour le parc, vous continuez tout droit. Il est sur la droite, à côté du supermarché. Something like that. Okay, so you see a pregnant woman trying to carry a heavy bag. So what would you say?
I would say, excuse-moi, puis-je vous aider avec votre sac?
Okay. Répète, s'il te plaît.
Oh, excuse-moi, puis-je vous aider avec vos sacs?
Okay. Okay, not too bad. You said votre sac? No, vos sac. Yes. But it says carry a heavy bags, not to carry heavy bags.
Oh.
Okay, so the first thing, Shakila, you said excuse-moi. It's not excuse-moi. It's the same for Kayla. It's not excuse-moi. You don't know the person. You see a pregnant woman. You don't know her. You cannot say excuse-moi.
Why not?
No, you have to say excusez-moi. Like this.
Oh.
If you look at the comment, excusez-moi, EZ, okay? Each time it's formal, each time you don't know somebody, you have to have the Z. And the Z, the EZ, gives you the A sound. So if we don't hear the A sound, for us, it's a mistake.
Yeah.
All right? So, excusez-moi, madame. And then you said, est-ce que je peux vous aider? I like that. I'm going to put this. Est-ce que je peux vous aider avec votre sac? Bien sûr, you can say that, something like that. Okay. Taja, c'est excusez-moi, madame, votre sac a l'air lourd. Vous voulez mon aide? Oh, I love that. Excusez, you see, he put excusez-moi, Shakila. You see the Z?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Excusez-moi, madame, votre sac a l'air lourd. Do you understand? Votre sac a l'air lourd, the a l'air. Do you understand that?
No, I don't.
Okay, lourd means heavy. Okay, a l'air means looks. So your bag looks heavy.
Heavy.
Do you want my help? Because remember that aide is help as well as a noun, okay? I really like that. Excusez-moi, madame, votre sac a l'air lourd. Vous voulez mon aide? Okay?
Okay.
Alors, what do you respond when she thanks you? So obviously you have helped her and she said merci. And what do you say to her?
Oh.
So if somebody says merci, what do you say?
Oh. Wait, can I ask her where should I help her bring it to?
Oh no. Don't go and get things difficult. No. You don't want to do that. Just give me one word, that's it. One word.
Okay. Je t'aime.
What is it? Sorry? No, let's say you said, excusez-moi, madame, vous voulez mon aide? And she said, oui, merci. So what do you say?
You're welcome.
So go ahead.
Je t'aime.
Je t'en prie. Okay.
Oh.
But it can't be je t'en prie because you don't know her. So what should you say?
Pade.
Okay, so I think I'm going to put the answer because I think I put it as well. This is what I put. All right. I put so the first one, excusez-moi, madame, est-ce que je peux vous aider? Okay. And then when she said merci, I said de rien or je vous en prie. I think that's the one you wanted to say, je vous en prie.
Yes.
Yes, but it has to be je vous, not je t'en prie, je vous en prie. Okay. Nathan put an expression, il n'y a pas de quoi, madame. Yes, you can use il n'y a pas de quoi, madame. Bonne journée. And he added bonne journée, which is very good. Okay, de rien. That's good, Zoe. Je vous en prie, Tommy, is good, but prie has an E and not an S. Okay, you saw the thing, yes. And Kaela, you said pas de problème. I think that it's more a translation of what we say here. Okay, if we help somebody, somebody says thank you, we say no problem. The French don't say no problem, they say you're welcome. Okay, this is more like a translation of what we would say here. So we don't say no problem because it's not a problem. There isn't a problem really because the person has helped. Okay, so the best thing to say is de rien, je vous en prie, or the one that Nathan put, il n'y a pas de quoi. I don't usually put il n'y a pas de quoi because it's a bit long and de rien is 2 words, so that's the reason why it's not there, but il n'y a pas de quoi is fine as well. Okay, now Trilicia St. John, excusez-moi madame, is fine, but when you say voudras-tu avoir mon siège, I don't understand what that means because one, you use excusez-moi, which is correct, but then you use tu. You can't use tu. Okay? And it's really to try to carry a heavy bag. It's not to give the person your seat because siège is seat. So that will work if you were, say, on a bus, fine, but it wouldn't work there. Okay? All right, so what I notice is that the main problem that most of you have is the tu and the vous. This is going to be the thing you have to work on because if you use tu instead of vous and vice versa, you will be penalized and you're going to lose points. That I tell you already. Okay? Bien. Shakila, ça va?
Ça va bien.
Numéro 6. We're coming towards the end. Remember, I told you there's only 10 of them. So, you're in town with your French pen pal who suddenly stops you when he or she sees a celebrity. Okay, so what does he or she say to you? Okay, because you are, I said to her, but to you. And what do you respond?
Qui est-ce?
Oh, I think you wanted to say qui est.
Yes.
Qui est, as I put it. Okay. Okay, but it's a celebrity and you don't know who it is? All right.
No, it
so no? Okay, I don't see anybody answering either, so I don't know if it's a bit difficult. Okay, Kayla said, Taylor Swift est là-bas. Nathan says, regarde, c'est ma célébrité préférée. So Nathan, regarde, c'est ma célébrité préférée. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah? Okay.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. I think I put something like, regarde, c'est Usain Bolt. Okay. That is very simple. Regarde, c'est Usain Bolt. it is Usain Bolt. And that could happen because Usain Bolt lives in Jamaica. That could happen. Okay. And we
Yes.
do see celebrities in Jamaica. Okay, so Tricilia said, regarde, says Andaya. Exactement. You say exactly the same thing as I did. Okay, so what is the second thing? So it says, what do you respond? So if somebody says to you, regarde, c'est Usain Bolt, what do you say? What comes to you, Shakila, sorry.
Who is Usain Bolt?
Pardon?
Who is Usain Bolt?
Who? What's that? I don't understand that.
Where is?
Oh,
Where is
Uwe.
Usain?
Uwe. Okay.
Oh.
Uwe. Okay. Somebody said the same thing. Kayla said, où est-il? Okay. Okay. Tommy said, mon Dieu. My God. Okay. That is good too. All right. Well, this is what I put. Ah oui. Allons lui demander un autographe. And I think I saw somebody saying that. That is Zoe. Okay. Alors, the thing with this one, bonjour Selena, puis-je avoir ton autographe? Okay, for this one, I mean, I don't know Selena, so I would say, puis-je avoir votre autographe because I would be using the vous form, okay? But I know that with celebrities, sometimes it's I love you is je t'aime, you know, is the tu form. So, but here it's better to use exam anyway. It's better to use the vous form to show that you know when to use the tu and when to use the vous. Okay. Nathan put, mais non, je ne le crois pas. He doesn't believe it. Okay. Alors, Tricilia, oh mon Dieu, devrais-je prendre not un photo avec lui, une? Devrais-je prendre une photo avec lui? I like this, but please remember that photo is feminine. Oh mon Dieu, I like the oh mon Dieu. Hein? Devrais-je prendre une photo avec lui? Okay, so that is good. Okay. Yeah. All right. Any question, Shakila?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
At question A, yeah, at question A, you had her, which is what confused me. Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
you?
I made a mistake. That's what I tell you what happened. I was doing two things at the same time. I was looking at a proper question, but as I explained before, I cannot put the exam question here because CXC hasn't given me the permission to do that. Okay?
Oh.
Yes. So I changed a few things, and that's where the mistakes are. And let me tell you, I read it several times. I didn't see the mistake. So that's why when I read it, I said you. Okay. Yeah. Because I have to change the questions, but it's very, very similar, trust me. So, all right. Okay, numéro 7. You ask your French pen pal what gift you could buy from your country for his or her parents. Okay. So, what do you ask your French pen pal, and what does he or she respond?
I'd ask, qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est que tes parents aiment?
You want to say what is it that they like?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that.
So I have to guess what they like?
Can you come up with something else?
Sure.
Okay, one way to make it easier instead of going straight into the question, Shakila, you could say, I would like to buy a present for your parents. I would like to buy a present for your parents. What do they like? And when you do it like this, it's a little bit easier because the structures are a bit easier.
Okay.
Because sometimes asking the question is difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Nathan just did it. Je voudrais acheter un cadeau pour tes parents. As-tu des suggestions? Ok, je voudrais acheter un cadeau. Gâteau is cake. Je voudrais acheter un cadeau pour tes parents. As-tu des suggestions? That's good. Yeah. So that's the way you can, it makes it much easier if you start from a statement and then you have a little question at the end instead of coming up with the full question. Okay. But Tricilia has, qu'est-ce que tes parents aiment? What do your parents like? Je voudrais acheter un cadeau. Okay, so it doesn't quite work like that, Tricilia. I'm going to correct your answer. Je voudrais leur acheter un cadeau. So this one was je voudrais leur acheter un cadeau. This one was a little bit difficult because of the preposition. Okay. This is what I put. Qu'est-ce que je pourrais acheter à tes parents comme cadeau de Jamaïque? Okay, because I wanted, it says, what if you could buy from your country? Okay, so I said, qu'est-ce que je pourrais acheter à tes parents comme cadeau de Jamaïque? Ou quel cadeau est-ce que je pourrais acheter à tes parents? Okay?
Yeah.
And then I put, if people, if you're not too sure how to put it, quelque chose de Jamaïque. Okay? Kaela, est-ce que acheter pour mes parents là-bas? This sentence doesn't have a verb which is conjugated and doesn't have a subject, so it doesn't make sense. Okay? All right. So, quel cadeau tes parents aiment-ils? Kalia a dit ça. Quel cadeau tes parents aiment-ils? Alors, I'm going to rewrite this for you, Kalia. Quel cadeau tes parents aiment-ils? Okay. Quel cadeau tes parents aiment-ils? Remember, it's plural, so you need to have the ENT at the end. Okay? Alors, if you go back a little bit, it says, what do you ask him or her? And what does your pen pal respond?
Tu pourrais?
Tu pourrais.
Tu pourrais les acheter des collègues américains.
Leur acheter what? Pardon?
Le acheter des collègues.
Des couleurs? What's that?
Necklaces?
Sorry, I didn't get that. What's the word in English?
Necklaces.
Oh, necklaces. Okay. Necklaces is collier. I heard couleur. Okay, it's the pronunciation. Tu pourrais leur acheter des colliers. Okay, I like that. Tu pourrais leur acheter des colliers. Yes, I like that. But the parents, for the mother, I agree. But the father would have would wear that too.
Possibly.
Obviously, you haven't done that yet.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is what you said. Tu pourrais leur acheter des colliers. Okay. What did I put? I put du café de Jamaïque. Ils adorent le café. You see, I make it very simple sentence. Very simple. Du café de Jamaïque. But you see, I didn't just put du café de Jamaïque. I added something. I said, ils adorent le café. To justify why coffee. Okay? So to show that I can say a little bit more. Okay? All right. So Nathan put, j'ai l'impression qu'ils aimeraient des chemises. Okay? He has a feeling that they would love shirts. Okay? Why not? Okay. Très bien. Okay, any questions, Shakila? No?
No, miss.
Okay. So numéro 8. Your friend wants to invite you to the beach this afternoon, but you know that the weather will be bad. So first, what does she ask? He or she ask you, and what do you say?
Tu allais à la plage?
Tu allais. Tu allais is the past tense, okay? Said the way you did is the past tense. So we're not talking about past tense, okay? So how do you invite somebody to go to the beach? What would you say?
Would you like to attend the beach?
I'm not interested in the English, I'm interested in the French.
I know.
Okay, so Tommy said, peux-tu aller à la plage avec nous? Why not? I like that. Peux-tu aller à la plage avec nous? Ou bien, so we have that, and we have Amaya who said, salut, est-ce que tu vas à la plage avec moi? I like that too. Nathan put, peux-tu aller à la plage avec moi plus tard? Okay, I like this one because he said plus tard, because we said this afternoon. Okay. So he's got this afternoon. It didn't put this afternoon, but plus tard is for this afternoon, which is good. Okay. So we don't have anything from Shakila?
No.
All right. Okay, so this is what I put. Et si on allait à la plage cet après-midi? Or, tu veux venir à la plage avec moi cet après-midi? Or, tu veux aller à la plage avec moi cet après-midi? Anything like that is fine. As Kayla put, tu veux aller à la plage avec moi aujourd'hui? Okay, I put cet après-midi because they said this afternoon. Okay? Anything like that is fine. All right?
Oui.
So, what do you respond? Because you know that the weather is going to be bad. So, what are you going to say?
Oui.
So, you know the weather is going to be bad, but you're still going to go to the beach, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what would you say?
Oui, j'adore venir avec toi à la plage.
Oui, j'adore
J'adore dîner avec toi à la
baigner
plage.
avec toi à la plage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, the weather is not a problem. Okay. Tommy, you said non parce qu'il faisait malade. That doesn't mean anything. Malade is to be sick, to be ill. Okay. Nathan, j'aimerais aller, but aller where? It doesn't. If you had said j'aimerais y aller, the little while, fine. Mais je crois qu'il fera mal. No. Il fera mal doesn't work there. All right. I think you need to revise the weather. All right. This is what I put. Oh, Trucilia said, non, il ne fait pas beau. That's fine. This is what I put. Non, je ne veux pas. Il va faire mauvais. I think all those who put mal, malade, I think you meant mauvais. Il va faire mauvais. The weather is going to be bad. Okay? Now, if you're not sure about bad, you change and you do what Trucilia said. Il ne va pas faire beau. Okay? Something like that. All right. So you need to revise the weather. And we have, as you know, on French Action, the weather is there as well. Okay. Numéro 9. You want to purchase a return ticket to Paris for today. So you do a return ticket. Okay. You're in France. You're doing a return ticket from a town to Paris today. So that can happen because, you know, from one place to the other, train can take 1 hour. So, bonjour, Madame Ndala. The future tense will be important. Okay, we're talking about number 8. Yeah, you have a point there, even though I put it, but I didn't really mention it. Il va faire mauvais. I didn't use the simple future tense. I use the immediate future tense because I know that very often the students don't quite know their future tense. Il va faire mauvais or il fera mauvais. Okay, I'm going to write it. Il fera mauvais for the future. Merci, Elise. But it's true here, the weather, and that's the reason why you have to read the situations, because I guess that's the reason why they wanted to talk about the weather. It will be bad later. Okay. Yes, CXC will look for immediate future or simple future. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. So if you're not sure about the immediate future and the future tense, please make sure you know them. Make sure you know them because you know you want to be sure that you know your tenses. By the way, there's videos on the future tense and the immediate future on French Action. So you have no excuse. All right, numéro 9. So you want to purchase a return ticket to Paris for today. What do you say? What do you say when you're told that all the trains are full?
Bonjour. Oui, j'ai acheté un billet aller-retour pour Paris. Pour Paris.
Très bien. Puis-je acheter un billet aller-retour pour Paris? And what do you say when you're told? I would say, oh, tous les trains sont complets. So what do you say? That one is not an easy one, but that's the situation. Trucilia, I give you some time to think. Trucilia said, bonjour monsieur, je voudrais un billet. Not en retour. It's an aller-retour, not en retour. Pour aller à Paris aujourd'hui. Okay, I'm going to write that. So somebody said, quel dommage. Okay, dommage is double M. Okay, je voudrais un aller-retour pour Paris. You don't need to say pour aller à Paris because, of course, it's to go to Paris. So, je voudrais un aller-retour pour Paris aujourd'hui. OK? Quel dommage. I'm going to write this because you will need it. Quel dommage. What a pity. Okay? So what about you, Shakila? What do you say? Tricilia says, oh, quel dommage. Il y a un billet pour demain? Okay. I wouldn't say il y a un billet pour demain, but il y a de la place pour demain. Because the problem is not the ticket, it's the fact that there's no seat. Il y a de la place pour demain, something like that. Okay.
Oh, I was like, oh non, devrais revenir demain.
Okay. Oh, okay. Je devrais revenir demain. I have to come back tomorrow. Okay, that is fine. Okay. This is what I put. Je voudrais un aller-retour pour Paris pour aujourd'hui, s'il vous plaît, madame, ou s'il vous plaît, monsieur, if it's a man. And then I would say, oh, ce n'est pas possible, je n'ai pas de chance, quel dommage, anything like that will work. Okay? D'accord?
D'accord.
And Shakila, we are the last one. You're happy now?
Very.
Okay, so 10, you arrived late at your French class. What do you say to apologize? What do you say when you are asked the reason for your lateness? Okay, so guys, you need to make sure you know how to apologize, okay? Because this one is one which is used very often, not necessarily for French class, but for another place. So make sure that you know how to apologize, okay? And say why. So you come up with kind of reasons, and that's fine. Okay? So, Shakila, what is your reason?
Oui. Je suis désolée d'être arrive en retard.
Je suis désolée. Did you say je suis désolée d'être arrivé en retard? Is that how you said it?
Oui.
Je suis désolée d'être arrivé en retard. OK. Or je suis désolée d'être en retard. OK.
Oui.
So that is for the first one. And B, what do you say?
J'aurai mon bus.
Pardon?
J'aurai mon bus.
J'ai raté mon bus, you mean? I missed my bus.
Oui.
Ah, OK. OK, j'ai raté le bus, OK? J'ai raté le bus, I missed the bus, OK? OK, j'ai raté le bus. Alors, I've seen Trucilia, je suis désolée, madame, pour mon retard. OK, that's fine. Nathan, je suis tellement désolée pour être en retard. It's not pour, it's de. Je suis vraiment désolée d'être en retard, not pour. Okay? All right, so this is what I put. Je suis désolée, madame, monsieur. Okay, so this is what I put. Je suis désolée d'être en retard, as we said before. And then the reason, il y avait un embouteillage à cause d'un accident. There was traffic jam because of an accident. Okay, something like that. Okay, so this was the last one. Okay, so I wish you all good luck, bonne chance. Okay, Tricilia, il y a la circulation dans la rue. Oui. Je me suis réveillée tard ce matin. Okay, that's good, Nathan. Je me suis réveillée tard ou je me suis levée tard? Because you can wake up early but stay in bed. Malheureusement, j'ai fait la grasse matinée. Ah, Tommy, that is not good. You can't say that to your teacher. You stayed in bed all morning. All right. Okay. So there's something I would like to tell everyone based on what we have done today. And if Elise, if Sylvia and Dala are still there, she can probably tell me what she thinks. But something which has come up here is the fact that you don't always know when to use the tu and when to use the vous. Okay, and that is a big problem because you will be penalized for it. You will lose points for that. Okay. Kalia, je pie à l'école. I don't know what pie means. Okay, and désolé with Z. No. Okay. So what you need to remember is that when you read the situation, you need to think straight away. Is the person a person I know? If it's a person I know, you will get the word friend, a member of your family. If you know that the situation is got to do with a member of your family, a friend, you can use tu, no problem. But if they're asking you about a person in the street, somebody you don't know, or if it's somebody like your teacher or the principal, even though you see them all the time, you know them, but remember, because just as a mark of respect, we're going to use vous, okay? You can't use tu to your teacher, and you cannot use tu to your principal, okay? So what you will have to do is each time use vous. And remember, even if when you write it, you put it correctly by, for example, with the vous, you put the EZ has to be pronounced. It has to be a sound A at the end. Because if we don't hear that, we can't give you full mark. That is the problem. That's why many students lose out on that. They lose a lot of points because of that. Okay, does that make sense? Shakila, does it make sense? Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to put on the Sylvia and Dala. Yes, tu and vous are very important. If not, it's seen as a major error if the incorrect register is used. Madame Ndala worked for CXC, so she knows, okay? She's a friend of mine, and she knows very well all this. So it's good she's here to reinforce that, okay? And that will be a major error and you would lose points, okay?
D'accord.
All right. Kelia, you wanted to say, oh, je marche à l'école. If you want to say I walk to school, I would suggest je vais, because I wouldn't say je marche à l'école personally. Okay. Je vais à l'école. And I'm sure you learned that with transportation, à pied. Okay. Je vais à l'école à pied. So if you wanted to say, or she wanted to say j'ai marché à l'école, or je vais à l'école à pied, or je suis allée à l'école à pied, or j'ai raté le bus, anything like that is fine. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions in the comments, please give me your questions. Otherwise, we will need to stop the live. Okay. I hope you found it useful. But one thing you will have to make sure you remember is the tu and vous and the verb which goes with tu and vous. Okay, so whenever you have vous, you have the EZ and you have to pronounce what? What is the sound you have to pronounce, Shakila? With the EZ?
With vous?
The EZ is pronounced?
Oh, plus as an A.
A, all right? Yes, yes, okay. So you have to remember that, okay? Okay, there was a question. Tommy, could you use manquer to say you missed the bus? Oh yeah, j'ai manqué le bus. Yeah, you can. I mean, I tend to say j'ai raté le bus. J'ai manqué le bus as well can work. Okay. I put it in the comment here. Nathan Webbs is asking a question. How fluid are we expected to be in our responses, especially for the guided conversation? Okay, so Nathan, the guided conversation is for another live. Okay, we're going to have a live pretty soon, actually, and we will be talking about all this. This was really the oral situations. Okay. Tommy, mervi, what's that? Oh, maybe you meant merci. Okay, you're most welcome. Okay, so if we don't have any questions, then I'm going to let Shakila go. I'm sure she's happy to leave, right? Okay. So you will need to practice, Shakila. You have to practice, okay? Trishilia asked, would we earn marks for being dramatic and really getting into our roles when responding? I wouldn't say you're going to earn, you're not going to earn more marks, but you will get your marks. That's what I would say. If you really play the part, yes, it's good. But whatever you're saying has to be, and I'm going to put it back here so that you can see what they're after. It has to be part of the criteria, okay? So I'm going to put it here. It's appropriateness and fluency. So, Tricilia, if it's appropriate and fluent, meaning you don't go, that's fine. Huh? And if the grammar and the vocabulary is fine, then you get your full 5 points. Okay? Whether you're dramatic or not, but being dramatic helps. Trust me. All right? So I'm going to remove that. All right. So as I said, there will be another live, and that will probably be my last live. I'll see, because the orals are in 2 or 3 weeks, pretty soon. So we are going to have another live, and I've already got somebody for the guided conversations. And there's a video on some of the questions. It's called Feedback 2023, questions which were not understood by the students. So I would advise you to have a look at that video, which was released probably 2 weeks ago. So just look at that video, and these are the questions 2023. Okay. Trucilia asks, what advice would you give for avoiding mispronunciation of cognates? What advice would you give for avoiding? Well, if you want to avoid making a mistake, the best thing is to avoid the word. That's what I would say. Generally, if I'm not sure about something, I'm not sure about a word, I'm not sure about the pronunciation of a word, what I would do is to see if I can use something else which will be relevant to the situation. That's what I would do. Okay. Because you see, if you mispronounce, but what you say or what you're saying would have been correct if you had written it. But because of the mispronunciation, the examiner didn't get it at all, then we can't give you the point if we can't understand, because you can't show us what you've written, what you would have written. You can't show that. It's an oral, okay? It's an oral examination, so you have to work on your pronunciation, okay? And as I said, you need to go back through the readings. There's so much on French Action, even for the pronunciation. There are some videos which are just on pronunciation. Try to go through them and see if it helps. Okay? It looks like we lost Shakila. I don't think that we lost her because she left just like that. I think she might have had a problem with the Wi-Fi. But anyway, I just want to thank, if she looks at the video again, I would like to thank Shakila for coming. It's not easy to be on live with Jenny. It's not easy at all. But at least it gives her an idea of what to do, what's the next step is, because you have to be prepared. And remember, when they ask for the answers, because you would have been given 15 minutes before, they expect you to, say whatever you have to say. All right? Yes, Madame Ndala is saying something, so I'm going to put it. Pronunciation is very important for the reading. Yes, you have to learn the pronunciation of the cognates for the reading section, of course. Okay, so, and some cognates are already on French Actions as well. So you need, as I said, there's so much on the channel, especially regarding pronunciation. It's just a question of listening and going through the same thing over and over. And after a while, you will just get it. But you have to do extra work. It is extra work. All right? So I'm going to leave you. And thank you very much for joining us. And thank you for all your comments and your contribution. Your participation is very good, because this way we can see the different possibilities. That is very good. You can see that there's not one way of answering the question. There's other ways. Okay? So I'm going to leave you, and I see you for the next one, which will be the guided conversation where we'll have all the questions, answers. Okay, so please work on that in the meantime. Okay. Sylvia is saying something. Let me read. French Action has excellent videos for pronunciation, especially those dealing specifically with reading. Okay. Merci, Madame Ndala. Merci beaucoup. The best way to find out about those videos is to use the playlist. When you click on the playlist, I know there's many playlists, but you look for either pronunciation or reading or CSEC paper 3, anything like that will help you. Okay? So everything is there. You know, there's over 300 videos at the moment. So you would be spoiled for choice. Okay, so I see you all very soon. And merci, Madame Ndala, for your contribution. Merci beaucoup. And merci to everyone else. Au revoir. Au revoir.